Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're at this beautiful little park here in Hamburg, and I'm going to show you guys how to start beginner workouts at a park. Let's say you've never been before, or you just want to get started and you see this park and you see all the equipment and you think, how do I even use this stuff? Well, I'm going to teach you guys today how to use it, the basics, and how to get a program going from here so that you can build muscle and learn amazing calisthenics skills in the future. The key is when we're a beginner is we need to build a solid base of strength. And to do this, we need to focus on some fundamental exercises, which I'm going to show you now. The first exercise is really obvious, but it's just being able to hold your body weight. And you're going to start on the parallel bars. Now the parallel bars are such a fantastic tool, and you can do most of your workouts on the parallel bars if you know what you're doing. As a beginner, I want you to focus on maintaining and building strength by holding your own body weight. So start with straight arms and try and jump up to the top and hold that strong position. You don't need to go into a tuck or anything like that. You just need to be able to hold a comfortable position. You can use a resistance band to start. If the bar is low enough, you can use your feet to assist you when building up strength. Of course, once you can hold your own strength, you can then play around with knee raises and tucked L-sits, as well as moving towards a full L-sit, which is a fundamental calisthenics skill for building a strong core and arms. After being able to hold your own body weight in a pushing position, you're going to need to be able to do this in a pulling position. And to do this, you're going to start by hanging on a bar, preferably a bar where you can just touch the floor. And by doing this, you're going to build up a strong scapula. You're also going to build up strength towards doing pull-ups and other pulling exercises such as the front lever. Another cool thing that you can do in this position is called a scapular pull-up, where you're keeping your arms straight and you're trying to pull your scapula all the way back and then back to neutral. This is going to build really foundational strength as well. Now to supplement this, we're going to use rows where we use the parallel bars to actually build huge back strength. And the key in this exercise is the angle. The higher you start, the easier it's going to be, and the lower you go, the more gravity is going to work against you. So focus on doing this exercise for 8 to 12 reps for about 3 sets, along with your 15 to 30 second hangs for also 3 sets. I want you to do the parallel bar straight arm position for 15 to 30 seconds, building up time in that position. Once you can do this, then you can move towards doing tuck L-sits and tuck raises. And these will be going for about 8 to 12 reps for 3 sets. Now the next bar that's really cool to use, you might see at some calisthenics parks, is a muscle up bar. And you can differentiate this bar because it has 2 bars that stick out and 1 bar in the center. And why this bar is so good for learning muscle ups is because it allows a lot of gap for you to be able to swing and not hit your chest against the bar. So it basically imitates the rings but on a bar, and it makes this a lot easier. Obviously, when you're a beginner, you're not going to learn a muscle up straight away, but it's awesome to get to know and understand what these different things are for. When you get strong enough with your holds, you can use a band here to learn muscle ups and also to do real muscle ups. Before we learn the awesome muscle up though, we need to learn how to pull up, and that's what the lower high bar is for. That lower high bar there that you're thinking, why is this so low? This is great for doing negatives, and it's also great for you building confidence actually in the position. So what you can do is start on this bar and jump up to the top, and you're going to aim to try and do a 5-second negative. Obviously when you start, this might only be 1 or 2 seconds, that's fine. You can also use a resistance band here to help you do negatives as well as a full pull-up. After you can do 8 to 10 reps with the band, you can then go to a lighter band and eventually down to a full pull-up. So focus on doing the negatives for about 4 to 5 reps, 3 sets, and also aim to do banded pull-ups and assistance with that if you have a band. If you don't have a band, no worries, focus on the negatives and the rows under the parallel bars. Now the other bars which are really effective is the ladder bar, and you've probably seen people doing flags and other things on these bars. Now for a beginner, that seems really daunting, and I highly recommend that you don't attempt the skill until you build at least enough strength to do a back lever, and we're going to get to that in another video. But basically this bar is so effective for doing isolated exercises such as the tricep extension, and you can lower yourself down the bar to make it more challenging. You can also do a lot of core work here and practice hanging in a position where your back is nice and flat. It's also going to support your lower back, so it gets really into the core when you're doing things like knee raises and leg raises. So I recommend that you focus on doing some core exercises here for about 8 to 12 reps for 3 sets as well. Focus on where your level is, and if that is just hanging with your knees tucked up to your chest, that is fine. You're just going to try and hold that for 10 to 30 seconds. Once you get 20 to 30 seconds, you're ready to extend your legs out, at least into a single leg position. All right guys, so now we understand how to use some of the stuff here. How are we going to build a workout around it? Well, the first thing that I want you to focus on is being able to hold your body weight. So we're going to start by using these 2 exercises, the hang and the hold on the parallel bars, for at least 15 to 30 seconds. Again, so if you can only do 5 seconds, that's okay. You're going to build up that time to 15 seconds. Firstly, it's going to take you 3 sets until you can get 1 set for 30 seconds entirely. That before you move on to the next exercises. After you feel confident being able to do those, you're not going to do hangs anymore. You're going to start by doing the core exercises in the hanging position or in the parallel bar straightened arm position. The next exercises are the bent arm exercises. So you're going to be doing those bent arm rows. And my suggestion is to do push-ups. And if you can't do push-ups, you can do knee push-ups to start with. But that straight arm position of you holding your own body weight is going to build you a lot of strength towards your pushing exercises, and eventually you'll be working towards the dip. So guys, for each of these exercises, you're going to focus on doing 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. And if it's going to be in seconds because it's a hold, it's going to be aiming for 15 to 30 seconds each set. If you can't reach these numbers, then the exercise is too hard and you're going to have to regress. If it comes to a point where it's too easy and you're getting to that 30 seconds, you're going to take it to the next level. And to take it to the next level, you're going to be coming off bands, you're going to be doing the full motion, or you're going to have your legs straight out when you're doing those ab exercises. If you want harder and more challenging stuff, check out my other videos for muscle up tutorial, other cool, awesome stuff. Otherwise, thank you guys for tuning in today. I'll see you next time. Peace.